walls are closing in on Nick Calandra, and every moment that passes and Second Wind doesn't make a decision on what they're doing, they are losing money in Patreon. People are leaving them in droves. Ever since Frost came forward a few days ago saying he's quitting because he can't stand working for this guy and how horrible of a person he is, and a lot of other people are threatening or waiting to leave depending on what Second Wind ends up doing. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT. More information just got leaked by Frost with an unlisted video showing some behind the scenes footage of Nick Calandra having a conversation with him and how things were unraveling rapidly, and fully explaining why he quit in the first place. And as much as I don't like Nick and think he's looked terrible in the past, I gotta be honest, this looks horrible. Hit that subscribe, give me a like, and check out SmashJT.com for the full article breaking down how Nick Calandra is not going to be long for Second Wind if things keep going the way they are. Now, for those of you that don't know my history with Nick, he tried to get SmashJT.com taken down, and actually successfully did for about 36 hours, give or take, where he was dancing on the grave of my website and had an organized takedown with him and his henchmen from Discord, asking them all to mass report my website. Because I dared try to hold people accountable in the video game industry. Because I dared try to connect dots of how awful some of these people really are. And there were a lot of people that looked at me and were like, yeah, okay, I believe you, I trust you. But for the most part, people were like, yeah, maybe you're just a disgruntled YouTuber trying to make drama out of this guy. They didn't really take it seriously. Until Frost came forward and said, yep, basically summarizing everything that I said about Nick was true behind closed doors as well. Frost on Twitter posted a huge 3-page wall of text with lots of information here, but wrote TLDR, update on recent events, more people came forward after my resignation, don't want to rush, and Second Wind Group leads are not being transparent. Please read everything before you watch the clip. And he attaches a clip that is currently unlisted on YouTube showing a private conversation with Second Wind on their Discord with a grievance that he's having regarding Nick Calandra and how they're handling things and how he doesn't feel like he's being treated fairly at the organization. To where Nick argues, hey, we're all supposed to be on the same level here.
We're in this weird middle ground of a co-op where we're all supposed to be equal, right? But we also run ourselves like a corporation a little bit.
We're all just working together and trying to get everything done here. If we could just get along, that'd be great. Except not on the same level. It got leaked out via a Side Scrollers podcast, and thank you to GigaBear for posting this on Twitter, showing the massive discrepancy in pay between all the people working at Second Wind, where Yahtzee obviously making the most money, $12,500 monthly, is pretty damn good money. But not everyone's making that. In fact, it goes rapidly down from there. But I get it with Yahtzee because he's the draw of Second Wind. He's the reason that everyone tells me that they watch Second Wind. So without him, people wouldn't care about it. So it makes sense that he's making the most money. But the other co-founder, Nick Calandra, is making the second most amount, with $8,042 a month. Then Omar and Cisco with $6,000, $5,000, and then everyone else getting around $4,000, some a little under $4,000 monthly. Meaning that Nick Calandra was making basically double what Frost was making, yet said this in the leaked video. But before I even get to more of this video, we need to go through this huge wall of text. I'm going to do my best of summarizing it because holy crap, it was a lot of information just being dumped all at once. First off, Frost highlighted a specific incident from a video call on August 3rd where Nick Calandra and a member referred to as moderator failed to resolve ongoing issues, with Calandra allegedly being dishonest. I'd imagine that the moderator is none other than the other co-founder of Second Wind, Yahtzee, but that's just speculation on my part. This call, among other instances of alleged misbehavior, prompted Frost to resign and decide to expose systematic failures within the Second Wind Group through a detailed video, which they are still in the process of completing. So right now, Frost is creating a video exposing everything going on behind the scenes of Second Wind. And if I was Nick Calandra right now, I'd probably be pissing my pants. But honestly, if I was Yahtzee, I'd be pretty pissed off because this is someone that's completely destroying my organization from the outside right now because it wasn't handled when you had the chance. Deeper into the very comprehensive statement, Frost criticized Second Wind leadership for a lack of transparency and accountability. There's that word again. Accountability. You guys notice a trend with these types of people, how they're never accountable. It's always somebody else's fault where it comes to Nick Calandra. Instead of taking a control and accountability and saying, hey, I screwed up, let's make it right, it goes to offset it on someone else and say, not my problem, bro, this is all you. In a scathing statement, Frost said, now I believe Nick Calandra should be removed from Second Wind Group as well as the video game industry at large. Which, by the way, is something I said like 5 videos ago talking about Nick, where I'm like, this guy, first off, he doesn't like video games. He's one of those people that found his way into the industry. He probably casually played them when he was younger and he enjoyed writing. And it was just like, well, it's a fit. I played video games. I can write. I should work in the game industry. It's like, bro, everyone plays video games. It doesn't mean that everyone should be working in the video game industry, all right? Like, you need to have a passion for it. You need to really want to contribute to it. You shouldn't be trying to destroy the entire industry because of a narcissistic approach to life, but I digress. He's shown a consistent pattern of behavior and goes against everything we're supposed to stand for. Consumers, developers, game media, and workers. While the problems in Second Wind run deep, it seems it never stood a chance so long as it continued to give this man the benefit of the doubt. That is backed up by my own experience and evidence, as well as those of Nick's former co-workers and bosses, some of which Nick accidentally revealed during the call. And I've seen plenty of people speculating on Twitter as well that Second Wind Group is not just failing because Nick Calandra sucks at life, but potentially the Escapist came crashing down and was the whole reason why Nick Calandra started Second Wind Group in the first place is because he destroyed the Escapist initially. Frost goes on to talking about details of poorly managed decision-making processes concerning employment actions against both Calandra and the head of sales. According to Frost, there was a split among Second Wind Group's leaders, with no clear consensus highlighting profound governance issues. No one could figure out who was in charge because Nick kept saying everyone's on an even playing field and we're all supposed to just do our part and just listen to me at the end of the day while I make all the money. Now we're through with that, let's take a look at this unlisted video in a little bit more depth.
Personally, like, and I'm happy to bring it up if people want me to, but like, I feel like we should have a vote on who we decide as HR, because like, I would vote for you to be HR over Jack. He like assumed the role of HR and then he didn't really do it.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, it's the same thing with payroll where he got stressed and then he didn't want to do it.
Yeah, because when I brought
the same conversations about like Adventure is Nigh, like why is it taking so long? What is Jack been doing this whole time? Like why isn't season 4 even started yet? And we filmed it 5 months ago. You know, there's I think we have a lot of systemic issues to solve. I don't know if Jack is the one to solve them. I don't know if he has the organizational skills to do it. It wasn't getting done regardless, right? Because it's all, up until now, it's been kind of my job to do all that stuff.
This video completely exposes everything that I've been talking about with Second Wind Group, about how Nick Calandra is a straight up liar. He will lie to your face just to make you happy, even if it's not the truth, and then later, he is nowhere to be found. I guess at this point, we're all just waiting to see what Frost says in his video and what he exposes with Second Wind Group, but in the meantime, like, Yahtzee's gotta see what's going on. You can't be completely ignorant to this. This is a massive deal where your entire company is at the brink of collapse. And all you have to blame is one person, Nick Calandra. And he's not stepping away. He's not relieving himself of duty. He is doing anything but be accountable for his actions. And while he's doing that, People are leaving. People don't want to be a part of Second Wind anymore. And I can't blame them. Like I said, with my interactions with Nick, he strikes me as someone who would do anything he can to get ahead of you, to completely screw you over, destroy your website, destroy your life, take away your funding sources. This is ultimately, in my humble opinion, an extremely evil person. The type of person that should not have any kind of power and control at a company, because he's going to go out of his way to screw whoever he wants to make sure he has even more power. And at the end of the day, that's the worst part about all of this. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there. If you guys want more information, check out smashjt.com. I will link this article. It was very exhaustive in the description below. If you guys appreciate what I'm doing here, please consider hitting that join button. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, you stay smashing.
We're in this weird middle ground of a co-op where we're all supposed to be equal, right? But we also run ourselves like a corporation a little bit.
Smash,